Hello everyone, welcome back to The Paper Trail. I am back again doing another video for Resident Evil for you. And this time we are covering the freakish looking liquor, something that has always creeped me the hell out. I apologise for that if you heard my phone ping, I forgot to put it on silent. My bad. Anyway, let's get into it. In the world of Resident Evil, few creatures are as famous or as scary as the liquor. This monster crawls on walls, has an exposed brain, and attacks with a long, sharp tongue. But the liquor does not start out this way. By looking into the history of the games, we can understand how a normal person turns into this nightmare. The story of the liquor begins with a T-virus. This is a deadly sickness made by the Umbrella Corporation, and when a person catches this virus, they turn into a normal zombie. However, the virus does not always stop changing its host. If a zombie eats a huge amount of food, or if it goes through a special reaction called the VACT process, the body changes again. During this second change, the zombie's body breaks down and rebuilds itself into something much faster and stronger. The brain grows so large that it shatters the skull and sits outside the head. The skin rots away completely, leaving only raw red muscle behind. The creature's bones change shapes so it can walk on all fours, and its fingers grow into massive claws. This violent process strips away everything human, leaving behind a pure hunting machine. The liquor first appeared during the tragic outbreak in Raccoon City. As the T-virus spread through the town, the local police force found themselves trapped inside their own station. It was there where these brave officers of the Raccoon City Police Department who gave the monster its name. They called it the liquor because of its incredibly long, whip-like tongue, which it uses to grab and cut its prey from afar. Sadly, the police station became a feeding ground, and the officers had to learn the hard way how the creature hunted in the dark halls. Even though the liquor is a made-up monster, many of its features can be compared to real animals. Because its brain grows so large, the liquor loses its eyes and becomes completely blind. To make up for this, it develops an amazing sense of hearing. This is very similar to real-life cave animals like certain bats and blind cave fish. These real animals lose their eyesight in the dark, but use sound or vibrations to find their way around and hunt. The liquor's famous tongue acts a lot like a chameleon's tongue. A real chameleon can shoot its tongue out at lightning speed to catch bugs. The liquor does a similar thing, but its tongue is strong enough to pierce skin and grab grown adults. Finally, the liquor's ability to climb on walls and hang from ceilings is much like a gecko. Geckos use special pads on their feet to grip smooth surfaces, while the liquor uses its huge, sharp claws to dig right into the walls and ceilings so it can wait in hiding. After Raccoon City was destroyed, the Umbrella Corporation saw how deadly the liquor was. Instead of perceiving it as a mistake, they decided it was a perfect weapon. They started making more of them in secret labs, and when Umbrella was eventually shut down, the monsters they created were sold on the black market to other bad groups that we will probably discuss. As the years went by, the liquor went through some updates. In later events, an evil company called Tricell took the old liquor and combined it with a new virus to create the liquor beta. This new version was stronger and travelled in packs, and in other cases, villains even used mind-controlling parasites to command the liquors like guard dogs. However, the story of the liquor has a natural end. As the villains in the Resident Evil universe invented newer and smarter weapons, the wild and blind liquor slowly became outdated, and it was eventually replaced by smarter monsters that could follow complex orders and even shoot guns. While a liquor might still lurk in the shadows of a dark lab, its time as the ultimate weapon has passed, and today it is mostly remembered as a tragic and terrifying chapter in the dark history of bioweapons.